That's what we're on, bro. I got 1,067 keys, brother. What? That was crazy, bro. Which team are you on, bro? To have that many keys left, bro. Nah, that's insane. But wait, I think my... Bro, there's no way, bro. The chat is already bugged. Bro, what's up, Sebastian, bro? How are you guys doing tonight, bro? 1,067 keys, bro. I hope it's Team Goku, right? Team Vegeta? Okay, bro, you have to clock in, bro. There's no way, bro. There's no way. You actually have to clock in, bro. There's no way 1,000 keys, bro. Bro, you have to lock in, bro. Now, bro, now. Okay, the chat is working. Okay, great, great, great. Because yeah, I did some upgrades, I guess, to the stream. So glad to see the chat is actually working. Alright, great. Rip team, exactly, bro. Rip team Goku, bro. But like, I don't have time, bro. I must need to use a macro, not gonna lie. You're talking about like an auto clicker? Yeah, I guess, bro. As you can see, I locked in, bro. I locked in. I did it for the team, bro. I did it for the team. But obviously, we can just sit there and are stones involved for the winners? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think there are any words outside of like the wallpaper. I got over 1,000 keys to, but for Team Vegeta. Butter. You guys need to use your keys, bro. We need to win, bro. What do you mean? You all got 1,000 plus keys, bro. Okay, I do agree. The event is pretty tedious. Like, just keep grinding like over and over again. But nah, bro. We did that win, bro. We did that win. I'm doing my part, bro. I have literally like 400 keys left, bro. I'm doing my part, bro. I'm locking in. I'm actually locked in on that event, bro. Long story short, it's over. Nah, bro. It's not over. It's not over. It's far from over, bro. It's far from over. But yeah, I agree that the event is kind of tedious. That's why we're not just gonna do that this whole stream. I think I got it right here. Okay, let me go to the second scene. Yeah, we're just gonna react to a Dokkan hot take thread. And yeah, at the same time grind the event. Because on God, bro, just keep grinding this just nah. Bro, honestly, my dopamine receptors are actually cooked, bro. I have to do something else at the same time, bro. I can just grind the event over and over again, bro. Sorry, man, but now I need to play quick, bro. It's over 8 hours. Nah, no, no. Nah, guys, you have to lock in, bro. You have to lock in. Like, there's just no way, bro. We can't lose to Team Goku, bro. That's not happening, bro. That's not happening. We have to win, bro. We have to win. But you tell me, like, I did, like, bro. That's like, if I have 400 keys left, that's how many? Like, I think I did over like 200 runs. If we lose, you're telling me I wasted my time, bro. 200 runs for nothing? Like, there's no way, bro. 200 plus runs for nothing. Nah, that's not happening, bro. I got 12,000 Kiri for Team Goku. Okay, I think that's not a lot, bro. Okay, we're good, bro. Great. Bro, only got 12,000, bro. Bro, I have like literally, I think I have like 120, literally 120,000 right now for Team Vegeta. So, yeah, bro. Keep it at that, bro. Keep it at Team Goku, bro. Keep it at that. Keep it at that. Goku always been better, bro. Nah. Oh, what are you saying, bro? There's no way, bro. Goku, nah. Vegeta is the goat, bro. Vegeta is the goat. But I think Abu Beast, bro. I've seen you somewhere. That names it rings a bell. I think I've seen you on Twitter or something. It definitely rings a bell. Oh. All right, so we'll react to those hot takes, bro. So the first one, as from LR Tech Broly, bro. I get some random guy on Twitter, bro. I don't know who he is, but we'll see it. So yeah, they are minimum top 5. I guess that's not really a hot take. Like, it's not really a hot take. Like, they're minimum top 5, bro. I think they're like literally top 3, bro. That's not a hot take at all. Dokkan should add a summon skip button. It's been way too long. Yeah, 100%, bro. The fact, bro. The fact that when you get shafted, you just you can't skip the animation. You just have to sit through the shaft, bro. It's just, bro. It's so much. It's so much, bro. Like, they need to add a skip button ASAP. That's also not a hot take. Like, this needs to happen. Bro, this needs to happen. Bro, use Team Vegeta, bro. Bro, argue, bro. Bro, what do you mean, bro? I'm doing my part, bro. I'm doing my part. I've been on Twitter, but I left the beginning of the year. Ah, okay. That's why. Because I used to see you back in the days. Well, back in the days, like a couple of months ago, or I don't know. I've seen some of your retweets, I think. So kill time. Who's after them, bro? What do you mean, bro? I don't know what you mean, bro. But yeah, the elementary anniversary wasn't a good celebration. It was more so mid-bad. Yeah, 100%. This is not a hot take at all, bro. This is not a hot take, bro. Like, bro, what are those hot takes, bro? There's literally no hot takes here, bro. Are it 3 hot takes and it's just takes, bro? It's just he just stated facts, bro. It wasn't a good celebration. I know some people would disagree with that, but I don't think so, bro. I mean, most people would agree that the elementary anniversary wasn't great, especially if you're like someone who has been here for at least like 1 anniversary beforehand. Like, obviously, if this was your first anniversary, I could see it. Like, okay, it's my first anniversary. I don't know anything about the game, so it wasn't too bad. But bro, if it's your second anniversary or more, bro, it's just not. This was terrible, but terrible. Cold, like, yeah, exactly, bro. The cold takes, bro. Okay, that Vegeta one is a Dragon Ball take, so it's arguable. Vegeta is one of the most important characters in Dragon Ball. Okay, brother. bro, this... what do you mean it's arguable? But this is not... There's no way, bro. There's no way. Vegeta is one of the most important characters in Dragon Ball. That's a hot take, bro. Hot take, by the way, hot take. One of the most important character in the entire franchise is one of the most important character in the bro. Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean, bro? That's crazy, bro. That's actually a hot. That's actually just, bro. That's not even a hot take at all, bro. At all. Playing Battle Cats right now, bro. Battle Cats, bro. Literally have no idea what that is, bro. Playing Battle Cats right now, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. But I hope your Team Vegeta and your Guardian look at the same time, bro. I hope so. We need that win, bro. UI sign and UR are great forms. Okay, that's, I think, 100% subjective. And yeah, bro, I agree with him. 100, bro. Of course, Vegeta is one of the most important characters in Dragon Ball. Like, of course, bro. Of course he is, bro. But yeah, this is 100% subjective. Like, UI sign and yeah, like. Honestly, I prefer UI sign over MUI Goku. I just prefer the design. And I think probably Ultra Instinct is one of like the best forms ever in the whole Dragon Ball franchise. Like the whole lore behind it, how it's obtained. I guess, is it even a form? I don't know, bro. It's I guess, bro. I guess you could say it is. But yeah. Because you glaze Vegeta. Yeah, of course. Bro, Vegeta is like probably my 3rd favorite Dragon Ball character, bro. I love Vegeta, bro. Of course he's important, bro. Of course. This is the timeline where Goku decides to go Super Saiyan 3, but Vegeta to sleep and prevent Majin Buu's awakening. Bro, what? What do you mean, bro? Yo, what's up, bro? Spectre Soul, bro. Good. I hate these trends, bro. I hate these trends. Yeah, honestly, if only people actually brought hot takes, but bro, most of the time these trends are just, oh, that's my take, bro. It's just the take is just a fact, bro. Hot take, and it's just a fact. Like, of course, Vegeta is one of the most important characters in Dragon Ball. Of course, the 11th anniversary was like a bad celebration. Of course, Dokkan should add like a summon skin button. Of course, the new LR is like a minimum top 5. Like, bro, what do you mean? Understandable. In the manga, UI is all that, but in the anime, I don't know what you mean by that, bro. In the manga, bro, UI is. I feel UI Goku is better in the anime. I don't know. Only third, yeah, bro. I guess, bro. Uh, First would be Future Gohan, and then Future Trunks, and then Vegeta. But I guess I could probably switch the spots. I don't know. I don't know. But bro, Future Gohan is just he's just a good, bro. I huge Future Trunks fan too, so I guess Vegeta would probably still be third. I liked Vegeta until Majin Vegeta, bro. What do you mean, bro? But this was like a cinema, bro. What, bro? There's no you like Vegeta until Majin Vegeta, bro. That was absolute cinema, bro. There's no way. There's no way. The way he obtains it, he's talking about T-War. Bro, what? The, oh, I guess I don't really remember how it was. It wasn't introduced the same way than the anime. I remember that, but I don't exactly remember how it was introduced in the manga. But the fact that Master Roshi could use it, I guess like a pseudo UI form, this was interesting. Majin Vegeta, not only I didn't learn anything from the cell mess I made, but I'm also going to risk my family and everyone's lives just because I have a sane itch. Same reason I hate Super Goku. Okay, bro, it's way deeper than that, bro. Like it was all like ego at the end of the day, and bro, like just imagine, bro, you're like the prince of all saints. Your whole life, bro, you've been told that like you're the absolute like peak of your race, bro. Like you're the strongest guy, bro. And then some low class, bro, some peasant, bro, some low class warrior. You always fall short behind him, bro. Like, brother, like of course he's not gonna move on after one arc, bro. Like this made sense. Like if you look at Vegeta's character, it made sense. And it's after seeing that Goku was actually better than him. Unfortunately, bro, he was saving that the Super Saiyan transformation, bro. He hit it from Vegeta, and yeah, at that point he just had to accept it, bro. Imagine Vegeta is just a hater, bro. Of course, I guess I guess he is, bro. I guess he is, but he's still good, bro. He's still good. I lost in the event. I'm cooked. I'm selling, wasting 3 keys. I don't think you lose the keys if you lose. I'm pretty sure you don't, because I lost multiple times, bro. In auto mode, bro, I lost multiple times too. It's not Majin Vegeta was the equivalent of Notice Me Senpai and then going fully under when you go. Okay, brother. Okay, we'll just continue with the hot takes, bro. I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I don't think you actually lose them. I hope you don't, bro. Because if you lose the keys, then I think I fumbled, bro. Because I lost multiple keys, bro. I lost multiple keys. Okay, so Dabra is at minimum a top 3 TR, probably top 1. Yeah, I guess I could see that. I don't think that's a hot take too, bro. The guy is absolutely phenomenal. Like this is a crazy TR. So if you tell me he's like a, yeah, I could even argue that he's like top 1. I don't think that's a hot take at all, bro. Okay, brother, just when are the hot takes starting, bro? UI plus percent evolution are still minimum at top 3 LR. As long as the whole game will be like short form content, they're always going to be like a top 5 minimum LR thing for like the next 2 years probably. Like literally. I don't think bro knows what a hot take is. Like, literally, bro. Those are not hot takes, bro. This is the coldest takes I've seen in my life, bro. This is just bro is just saying the truth, bro. And then it's like a hot take, bro. Like that's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. Dragon Ball GT is a worse series than Dragon Ball Z and OG Dragon Ball. Brother. Okay, maybe this is maybe like arguable, but to me that's apps like, of course. Like, of course, bro. Of course, GT is a worse series than Dragon Ball Z and OG Dragon Ball, bro. Like, what? Well, I think probably some people in the chat would disagree with that. Some people would probably think that GT is better than OG Dragon Ball. I don't know, but nah, to me it's like, especially if you were there. Well, to be fair, I don't think I was even born when GT first aired. But I remember that when I was growing up, like GT was seen as like an absolute joke. Like before Super and everything, where we only had the OG Dragon Ball Z and like GT. GT was seen as like the absolute worst in like, bro, it was seen as, it was disgusting, bro. People really didn't respect GT back in the days. Ah, it's really crazy how everything shifted, bro. In like the last 7 years. Now GT is like actually something people like. But back in the days, it wasn't like that, bro. It wasn't like that. That's the meme of Coffin Baby versus the hydrogen bombs. Literally, bro. It's like an ant versus like a a supernova, bro. It's literally that, bro. It's literally that. Also, Vegeta is a hypocrite. Something about a Saiyan can lose anything, but one thing that he never loses is his pride. Because looking for a power boost is very prideful, bro. This has to be rage bait, bro. This has to be rage bait. Dokkan carried GT, bro. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think the video games actually carried GT. It made them more hype. I agree with that. But I think it's also the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. But the Super Saiyan 4 transformation was just, bro, it was. It's still to this day my favorite transformation, I think. It's just too cool, bro. It's just too cool. So that definitely carried GT. I'll give them that. Omatsu was the greatest producer in Dokkan history, even better than Toshi. Brother, even brother, like, this has to be rage, man. Like this whole thing, there's no way, there's no way. This whole trade has to be a joke. What do you mean? Omatsu was the greatest producer in Dokkan history, even better than Toshi. Bro, Toshi is seen as like one of the worst producer in Dokkan history. Like gacha game, okay, maybe I don't know gacha game history, but like in Dragon Ball gacha games history, yeah, I think so, bro. Toshi is actually seen as like, nah, bro, nah, there's just no way, bro. Like, of course he's better than Toshi, bro. What do you mean, bro? Literally, what do you mean, bro? Nah, that's this is crazy, but this is crazy. But anyway, I'm not gonna say gacha game history because I don't know about the other gacha games, but yeah, bro, Toshi is nah, this is crazy, bro. This is absolutely crazy, bro is tweaking, bro. GT is better than Daima except on animation, but obviously, yeah, 100%. Honestly, I would even argue that GT had like a better animation than Daima. Honestly, I just prefer the old art style. So it's not animation. I guess just art style. I prefer the old the GT art style over the Daima art style. But obviously, the animation for Daima is smoother and everything is better. But art style, I think GT has a better art style, and I think it also has a better story. I think GT's story is like probably 10 times better than Daima, and it wasn't even that crazy. Nah, takes cold as my freeze. Yeah, literally, bro. Literally, the takes are so cold, bro. It's insane, bro. It's insane. Resurrection of F is the worst Dragon Ball movie, bro. I guess, bro. I guess that's the only hot, bro. There's no way it took 10, 10 hot takes, bro, to actually get like a hot take. Like literally, it took 10 of them to actually get one hot take. Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yo, what's up, Sarahs, bro? What's up? Yo, what's up, Parasmite, bro? Nah, that's just crazy, bro. But is it the worst Dragon Ball movie? Is it Dragon? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hope you're doing. I'm doing great. I'm great. How are you guys doing, bro? That's not even how. Yeah, it's terrible, bro. I choose Team Goku. I'm sorry that we're on the opposite sides, bro. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You picked the wrong side, bro. You picked the wrong side. But it's all good, bro. It's all good. Omatsu, yeah, exactly. Resurrection F is the worst, bro. The worst of the worst. I guess it. Uh, Nah, I think I preferred Bio Broly, honestly. I think I preferred Bio Broly. But it's definitely like a bottom 5 Dragon Ball movie. I think it's a bottom 5. But the worst one, I don't know. But it's definitely like a bottom 5. I do agree with that. Wait a minute, you didn't see this, but a few days ago, the same guy with the hot takes said Vegeta isn't the top 5 important character in the series. He changed his take to not get cooked. Really? So this, he meant this was supposed to be a hot take, but he changed it? That's what you're saying, bro? This used to be a hot take, but he changed it? Because, bro, this makes no sense, bro. Vegeta is one of the most important characters in Dragon Ball. How is that a hot take? I don't get it. But if you're saying he's not in the top 5 of most important characters, that's a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. So, okay, I guess he just changed it then. That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Cheer of Might is terrible. I guess. I don't know. I didn't really dislike Cheer of Might. It wasn't like the best movie, but it wasn't the worst either. I think it was like somewhere in the middle. He's probably seen Modern Dragon Ball. Bro, nah, there's Vegeta is more important now than before, bro. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Probably comparing to Battle of Gods. Okay, you're talking about the movies. Okay, then I guess. I guess, bro. I still think Battle of Gods was yeah, it was better. So I guess, bro. I guess. He had another trade a couple of days before the one you read in. He got cooked and then redid it. Ah, okay, I see. Superhero is another level. I don't think Superhero is like one of my favorite movies either, bro. I think Superhero is probably like a bottom 5 movie for me too, bro. Honestly. It's better than Resurrection of F. Yeah, it's better than Resurrection of F. Superhero, but it's not crazy, bro. Can't stay, but see ya, bro. Hope you have a good stream. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Take care, bro. Have a good night. I hope you pick good team Vegeta, bro. You're going to that event, bro. We need to win, bro. We need to win. But yeah, honestly, I don't, bro. Take so cold, I got frostbite. Literally, bro. Literally. Are there any, like, better, like, hot takes? You said he did, like, a thread beforehand? Okay, but I think he removed it, right? Are there, like, other hot, like, an actual hot take thread? Okay, let's see this one. Sleeper top 3 pick. My god, future Gohan. Yeah. 100%, bro. 100%. Nah, he's the good, bro. That's not a hot thing, bro. Okay, now honestly, that's probably a hot thing. Like, I love future Gohan, but yeah, I don't think the guy is a top 3 pick, bro. I could argue top 5, but I think top 3 is too crazy, bro. Middle Cooler might be bottom 3 Z movies as it's carried by one scene, and the rest of the movie has probably the worst animation out of all of the movies and worst pacing. I guess, but the thing is that one scene was like so cinema that I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like that one scene, bro, where you have like all of the middle coolers, and then, bro, like nah, this was just nah. I'm sorry, but this is like top 5 best scenes ever, bro. Like literally, this scene was just so cold. Like nah, it was just too good, bro. It was just too good. Like for that scene alone. That movie is probably top 5, bro. For that scene alone, bro. Like, it was just too hype. It was too hype. Especially when I was younger, bro, it was just, nah. Seeing that for the first time, bro, it was just too peak. Too peak, bro. I find it weird that people say that Golden Frieza is an Aspel, but not Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Yeah, honestly, they're both Aspels, bro. They're both just random transformations, bro. Literally. Hot take. Of you are a Vegeta fan, bro. Vegeta's final atonement was the final explosion, which accomplished nothing, and the series would have ended the same way without it, but the beaten Kid Buu gave him. But that's not true because, or maybe it is actually. All right, bro. Okay, bro. The scene was cinema. Okay? That's my argument, bro. It was cinema. Oh yeah, bro. Look, it made the story more interesting, bro. Sure, maybe the end goal. I think, yeah, it probably wouldn't have changed because Vegeta would have since been alive, and the things would have just went the same. But Vegeta's character would have been different. Yeah. World's strongest is Buns, bro. What you mean, bro? What you mean, bro? Alright. They will always be top 10 TURs minimum, which runs together to generally move like Prime LeBron. Okay, brother. They will always be top 10 TURs minimum. I don't think I can argue with that, but I think I can argue with the fact that they'll always be like usable, have some value, I guess. Like they're all those two cards are probably always going to be valuable because of the revive, the kill card, like the Ghost Usher. Like those two cards are always going to be valuable for sure, for sure. So I guess, but usable, I don't know, bro. I don't know. They're not gonna damage, not take anything, so I don't know about that. Like top 10, it's that's a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. Seriously, think about it. Vegeta not only got Super Saiyan God like it was nothing, but power beyond that. What was the point of the troll? Seriously, why did they make Battle of Gods extremely pointless? Yeah, I do agree. They kind of like retcon the whole ritual with like Resurrection of F. Honestly, yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. But let's be honest. Like, Dragon Ball Super didn't have the best Raiden. Like, let's just be real here. Like, it didn't have the best Raiden. So this is not like it's just how it is, bro. It's just how it is. He's on the top 10, but isn't big because not many units lead him 250%, not even 220%. Yeah, for sure. That's why Future Gohan is just like it's very good, but he also needs like a lot of master and disciples. So that's yeah, you can't really argue top 3, but I think top 5 you could probably argue it. And I love Future Gohan, so not biased here. Like he's the good, bro. I hope I had pulled him, bro.
Bombocat!
Crazy, bro, crazy. Fat Boo is crazy for stalling turns because a lot of characters got their actives on turn 4 plus. Exactly. So the guy, I guess, will always have value for that. But top 10 is crazy. I think top 10, you can't really say that. You can't really say that. We got a power is the best Dragon Ball opening. Okay, that's just a bad, brother. I guess. I guess, bro. I guess. I don't think I can. I don't know. It's between that and like probably the Kai opening maybe. But that's just subjective. So I guess we can just skip that. All of the sins should have God. We should have Beast God hand face blue line. Yeah, I do agree. I don't understand why they didn't give like the God transformation to Goten and Trunks. This would have been so interesting. Like imagine Super Saiyan God Gotenks, Super Saiyan Blue Gotenks. Imagine Super Saiyan 3 Blue Gotenks. Like so many things they could have done in Super, but they just chose to not do it because I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like literally Dragon Ball Super is just like it's Dragon Ball Goku and Vegeta, bro. That's literally it. At least before I guess the next arc. I guess the next arc we could maybe see some action with Gohan. How on earth did Super Sonic 2 from Sonic Frontiers, the Final Horizon DLC, look cooler than my modern Dragon Ball transformations? How did Sega beat them at their own game? Well, I don't know. Did it look better? I guess it looked better in like most of the Dragon Ball Super transformations, but yeah, I guess, bro. I guess wasn't transfer really that good? Wasn't it just like Super Saiyan, Super Sonic, but like with some aura around it? I guess it's better than than Super Saiyan Blue or something like that. I guess, bro. I guess. I'm not a Sonic fan, but better than any modern restoration in modern Dragon Ball. I don't know about that. That's most likely subjective. Yeah, it's definitely subjective. And but when you're talking modern transformation, because I think UI Goku looks better than the Super Sonic 2 from Sonic Frontiers. Is it even called Super Sonic? Is it called like something like Cyber Sonic or I don't know? But I never finished this DLC, bro. Actually, I have to finish that DLC, bro. That Sonic Frontier DLC. I have to finish that, bro. But that game was so good, actually. Like, I actually cinema, bro. Like the boss battles with like the the crazy music. Nah. Actually, Sonic Frontiers was such a good game, bro. Very very hype for like the next Sonic Frontier game. It's actually gonna be great. Dragon Ball Super was mostly member berries, family garlic, gun family, the Android thingy, and tournament of power made from other androids. Yeah, because we haven't seen that. Yeah, exactly. They just recycled ideas, but yeah, it wasn't really original. I do agree with that. I think the only recycled idea that I actually liked was like the Future Trunks arc when they brought back Zamasu and everything. Like the Zamasu arc is just it was recycled, but it was at the same time it was original. And honestly, I think it's the best arc from Super because it's the only arc where you actually had stakes in. Like Zamasu is actually a threat to like the universe. While the other arcs, it wasn't really serious. Like there were honestly no stakes at play. Like how Beaver's game, okay, is like it, bro wasn't really going to destroy the Earth or anything. Like it wasn't that serious. And Frieza, bro, he just got clapped, bro. Like also Sega shut down Hypersonic coming back to avoid a power creep, which is Dragon Balls. I don't think it's because of a power creep. I think they just forgot about Hypersonic because of like I guess the design is just, at least in the OG games, like he wasn't just white, you know, the colors were like flashing and everything. So I don't think this would have been like pleasant to see in game. But I guess if they had maybe changed the design a little bit, they could have probably worked something out. But also, what's the point of like Hypersonic if Supersonic is already like extremely broken in like all of the games? I guess in Frontiers 2 they could maybe bring Hypersonic because they did make like a better like a further transformation than Supersonic. So I guess it could happen. I don't know what they're not bringing him back. I don't think is it a power creep issue? I don't know. We need the LR Fortnite easiest to happen and they get guaranteed dodge when HP is 77% or less. When the enemy is healed, the meta is healed. I don't know about those easiest, bro. Full exchange Goku Vegeta team, but only the Vegetas, bro. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. GT was better than Super 100%, bro. 100. I don't think that's a hot thing, bro. I don't think that's a hot thing. Well, I don't know because I think if I think the Zamasu arc was probably better than any arc from GT. But if we, for me personally, if we remove the Zamasu arc, then yeah, GT was better than Super. But if you keep the Zamasu arc, I think Super was better than GT. The one good idea I like was Ultra Instinct. Sadly, it would have been better if they introduced it. It has been introduced way before. Yeah, it's true. And for the humans, bro, imagine Ultra Instinct, bro. Imagine just all of the Z fighters with like Ultra Instinct. This would have been so cold, bro. So cold. Yeah, they should have probably done something like that. Yeah, I do agree with that. It should have been like introduced earlier, but it shouldn't have been like UI sign. It should have been like the Ultra Instinct technique like that Roshi used in the manga. We should have seen some like pseudo Ultra Instinct beforehand, and then I think Ultra Instinct sign would have had like a more impactful introduction. Not that his introduction wasn't like impactful; it broke the internet literally, but storytelling wise. Because now I guess it came a little bit out of nowhere. So this is an issue. Medium thick, mid long fights are the best of the best. Yeah, I do agree with that. That's not a hot. That's not. I guess it's a medium thick, bro. I feel like the 8th University GT2 should have stacked defense. They suffered because of that. Nah. They couldn't have stacked defense. If they had stacked defense, how do you stand by, bro? How do you literally how do you launch a spirit bomb, bro? You can't, bro, because you can't die. So yeah, they couldn't have done that. This wouldn't have worked. They couldn't have stacked. But I think they should have had like more damage reduction. That I agree. Super Saiyan 4 carries GT. I think Super Saiyan 4 and the Shadow Dragons. Bro, I think the Shadow Dragon arc, or at least the idea of the Shadow Dragons, was just cinema, bro. This was such a cool idea. Like the idea was peak, but the execution, I guess it was still good. Like I like the Shadow Dragon arc, but yeah, maybe it could have been better. A feast that has like 6 to 7. Okay, brother, 6, 7. Yeah, let's just stop that, bro. Let's just stop that. Yep, a state which doesn't take into account a race with broken infinite XP, exploit the result of mastery over martial art, so that every turn would be Goku or Vegeta. Yeah, 100%, 100%. They should have done something like that. Like I said, but the Raiden Super was just, brother, like. Well, they just didn't care, bro. They just didn't care, bro. It was all about selling figurines, bro, and Dokkan cards, bro. This is what Super was, literally. Like, no substance, no. Uh, yeah, literally, like, it was just surface level transformations. And Goku and Vegeta, bro, this was Super, literally. After all, it doesn't really make that much sense that Mr. My Path is power. To power is not love, it's fury to get the mind over body power up. I guess I don't really think that was like a. It didn't make sense. I don't see it, but obviously they could have done. Could have maybe explained it better, like added more nuance to it. Omega Sharon is good. I agree. Yeah. Sharon Dragon Saga arc, pretty peak, pretty peak. I'm not sure why Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta does barely any damage. Maybe because I have him at 55%. I have no idea. Nah, bro. What do you mean, bro? Read the thread, bro. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Bro is just reading the chat, bro. Bro doesn't even care about the bro. About the thread, bro. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work. But yeah, let's get back to the thread, bro. Let's get back to the thread. They are the goats. People just don't know how to optimize the speed round output. Are people don't like these guys? Like actually, like some people don't like these guys, but there's no way, bro. I think they should have stacked attack, honestly. The only thing I don't like about them is I think their damage a little bit, but it's not even that bad, bro. I'm just nitpicking at this point. Like the damage is not is not bad, especially considering how crazy they are offensively. I mean defensively. Uh, Tech Z Broly belongs in greatest of all time talks, but and he's still better than Agel Golden Frieza. Agel what, bro? I don't have time to do the clear. Okay, I think he's just talking about something else. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Bro, Z Broly was. I think this is probably like a top 10 best design units in Dokkan history. Like, actually, the like top 10 best design units in Dokkan history. Like, this guy's design was just flawless, literally. The guy was beast that could link up with like other Brolys. That's literally what he was, bro. Like an extreme class version of Beast Gohan that could link up with with other units of the same name. Like that's just bro. Amazing design, bro. Amazing design. LR's percent for Vegeta needs 24Q or he does no damage and his stacking unit. It was a bit an issue, that's why they don't stack attack. Yeah, it's true, it's true. He needs that 24 kills per attack. That's true. That's probably why he doesn't do much damage. But I don't have him, bro. I don't have him. So I only use the friend, and the friend he does damage. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Above Goku was the one to tap into it, due to all of his fighting experience, but not being able to master it, and teaching it to Krillin and Tien and Namsha. Now this would be peak. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I don't think there's anything to argue here. Like, yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. The fact that they just left the C fighters on the side was like I get it at some level because bro, how could they compete with like a Sin? But that's not even an excuse because like you said, they could have like learned Ultra Instinct or like Kaioken, bro. Imagine Ultra Instinct, Kaioken Krillin Ultra. Okay, maybe I'm just honestly it doesn't even make sense, bro. I don't think you can use Kaioken and like Ultra Instinct at the same time. So, but maybe I don't know, bro. I don't know. They could have did something like something else, bro. Maybe like a new technique or something, but I guess they just don't like the Z fighters, bro. The Z fighters just don't sell. Actually, that's just the truth. It's just because the Z fighters don't sell. Most people just like the Saiyans, bro. You can see it in Dokkan, bro. When they release a Saiyan, people summon. When it's not a Saiyan, nobody cares, bro. Literally. That's how it is, bro. Like most people, they just care about the Saiyans. So that's why like all of the other characters, they're just left behind. That's it's as simple as that, bro. Because they just don't sell, bro. Like at the end of the day, Dragon Ball is just a money printing machine now. Like literally, it's just there to print money. Like that's the whole purpose of Dragon Ball right now. Like the days of like Dragon Ball being some art masterpiece, like those days are gone, bro. It's over, bro. Those days are gone, bro. So okay, hot take number 7. He has actually aged very well because of his access to a Ghost Usher and because of how powerful Gogeta's defense is. The only fight that walls him without gimmick is Cell Max. Uh, okay, look, I have him with 2 dupes, and I can still use him from time to time in most of the fights, as long as you manage to survive his first turn. Yeah, I guess he didn't age that poorly. I agree, I agree. As long as you can, as long as you don't have him as your leader, because if you have 2 of them, it's just too difficult to manage. But if you only run like 1 of him, and like you float him off early on, and like you don't have like he doesn't get killed, I guess, because once you can exchange it to Goku, this card is actually pretty decent. Like the Goku part of the card is still good to this day. It's just the Vegeta part that is pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. Vegeta is pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. It's not the Vegeta part of the card. It's yeah, bro. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. People were somehow hating on Kai Goku when his easy details came out, only for him to be insanely cracked. Yeah, that's true. I remember people going crazy bro, on Twitter on Kai Goku, bro. I think people just don't read, bro. They just literally, bro. I literally took one glance at Kai Goku's kit, and I knew he was the best out of the 3 easiest, bro. It was obvious, like he was the best one. Like it was just so obvious. Like you just read his kit, you see the kill guard, you see the damage reduction, I guess the dodge chance. But the healing, bro, the stacking on bro, you just look at his kit, you just know, bro, he's gonna be good. Like you just know. And yeah, he's surprise, bro. The guy came in the game and he's literally like one of the greatest easiest in Dokkan history, bro. I think you can literally make the argument that Kai Goku is better than the 80 anniversary LRs, bro. Honestly, I think you could argue that. You could probably argue that. If Goku wasn't such a selfish asshole and taught Yamcha the Spirit Bomb, he could come up with a technique that mixes the Spirit Bomb with his Spirit Ball. That could be deadly. Oh, that's actually, I guess, bro. But honestly, I think Yamcha probably does too much, bro. I think Yamcha should probably stay behind, bro. Like it's, that's maybe too much, bro. That's maybe too much. Like you can have Yamcha like fighting someone like Beerus, like that's just like let's not go crazy, bro. Let's not go crazy. I don't know how the Realm of Gods bruise got done so early. Does every anniversary need the sacrifice? I guess so, bro. I guess Omatsu needs to fumble an easy every celebration, bro. That's just how it is, bro. Okay, so number 8. He is better than people give him credit for. On drop, he watched Cell Max, and the only stage that gave him trouble was Bio Broly if he couldn't get any build up. Okay, honestly, I don't know about Tech Piccolo's easier. Honestly, I only have him at like 69%, so I barely used the guy. But every time I used him, he didn't. But honestly, the guy didn't really fail me, bro. I think he's like the guy was good, bro. The guy was good. And I think he's definitely better than people give him credit for. I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay, but bro, where are the hot takes, bro? That's just crazy, bro. I guess those 2 are hot takes, but that's about it, bro. That's literally about it. Not gonna lie, I had him with 2 dupes. I hated him because he just took so much damage, and if RNG wasn't on your side. Okay, so he wasn't that great, I guess. For I don't know. For me, at 69%, he. But did you pull like the newer LRs, newer TORs? Because I think next to like with all of the superheroes TORs, like I had Agel Gohan with the support and everything, bro. The guy was fine. He was fine. But I did have him die sometimes but that's before he was fully built up. Before being fully built up, I guess he could get caught. But sure, he wasn't as good as his first release, like for sure. But I don't think he was as bad as people made him seem to be. Dragon Ball Super Future is the bottom 3 arc in Dragon Ball. Nah, that's a crazy take, bro. That's a hot take. That's a hot take, bro. With its only saving grace being the villains. The damage it does to Trunks' storyline is okay. I do agree that it kind of like the ending was absolute garbage. Like I agree, I agree. The ending, absolute trash, bro. I don't know what they're thinking there. Like what they should have done is keep Trunks in like the main timeline. Just imagine, bro. If Trunks had stayed in the main timeline, future Trunks in the Tournament of Power, bro. Just imagine, imagine. So I do agree. The ending was absolute garbage. But the whole arc, nah, cinema, bro, cinema. Like it's the best arc from Super, bro. If you exclude the ending, like it was just the best arc from Super. Like the whole arc was so interesting, bro. And like with like Zamasu and like the different timelines, like brother. But maybe I'm just a future Trunks fan, so that's why. Just a future stan, bro. So maybe I'm just biased, bro. Who knows? But to me, that's a hot take, bro. I don't agree with that, bro. As a Goku Black stan, I agree, brother. What you mean you agree, bro? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Have you seen that one random clip of patrol car with the police officer signing off? I got you in someone's day, let's go make them cry. I think that's someone on the easy department line that day. Uh I've never seen that clip, but that's probably how it is, bro. I think there are definitely some people who are like biased behind the scenes. I think some people are behind the scenes, they definitely like look at the at some units and they just don't like some characters. So when they see them, they just fumble them, bro, because they don't like the characters. It wouldn't surprise me if there are some biased people behind the scenes designing the characters. Because bro, why is Trunks always shafted? Like this just doesn't make sense. I don't know. This just doesn't make sense to me. It has to be like intentional. Battle of Gods, Resurrection of F, Shenpasaka. I'd say some arcs in GT are also in contention. Yeah, those are the worst arcs, right? Bro, the Champa arc was the I don't know. Some people liked it, I didn't, bro. This was to me this was just ass, bro. Like the Universe 6 tournament, bro. I don't know. Well, I just don't like the Universe 6 scenes in general, bro. Like I think this was just some BS, bro. Like the whole you just feel the tingle in your back and then you go Super Saiyan like the tingles in the back, bro. To go Super Saiyan, like brother, what? Like this they just bro. Super Saiyan used to be something that you had to like to work for, bro. Okay, maybe not in the Busaka, but this was different. This was like I guess this could you could explain it, but like the S genes or I don't know what the Super Saiyan DNA, but I guess I don't know, bro. I don't know. This was crazy, bro. Future Trunks is super in Super was completely don't stop coping. Okay, maybe I'm coping, bro. Maybe I'm coping, but to me it was a good arc. When is LR Kid Buu coming out, bro? Ask Komatsu, bro. Ask Gepi, bro. It's not one of the best, but it's not one of the worst. You're talking about which arc? The Future Saga arc? I think to me, I think it's the best arc from Super. I don't know. Also, something that bothers me is that Dragon Ball keeps adding transformations left and right. Goku and Vegeta got like 4 transformations in Super, and that's not even factoring in the manga stuff. Yeah, but I guess that's the whole thing with Dragon Ball. Every arc, like, well, Dragon Ball Z, every arc like a new form, bro. Like literally, bro. Like the first arc was Kaioken, then the second arc it was Super Saiyan, then the second arc Super Saiyan 2, then the other arc Super Saiyan 3. So I guess it's like power scaling, bro. It's just. But I agree they should have like yeah, maybe done something different. Like I liked how in the manga it wasn't like a new transformation and just well, this is why actually Zamasu arc was cool because the Zamasu arc was like one of the only arc where they didn't introduce a new form. It was you just had Vegito, you know. There wasn't like any new form. Where almost every other arc had a new form. Like what the Universe 6, it was like Blue Kaioken. Then the Tournament of Fire was UI sign. Battle of Gods obviously was like the God transformation. Like yeah, I don't know. Because then you just get into that loop where it's just uh you just get a new form and that's how you win, you know. It doesn't get it gets a little bit too repetitive, bro. Bottom 3 arc, but in Super you compare it to Tournament of Power, Resurrection F, and the Uni 6 arc. Bottom 3 arc in okay, whatever. Just I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased, bro. Maybe I'm just a features like a stand, bro. Maybe that's just it, bro. That's probably just it. Super also ruined Vegeta Rip. What do you mean by that, bro? I don't think it did. It really ruined Vegeta, bro. I don't know. I like Vegeta. Well, I guess they did retcon like the Potaras, bro. I guess this I don't really like because that was the cool thing with like the fusion in Z because it actually had stakes. It's like, oh, we can't you can only use the fusion as like a last resort because if we do, we're gonna like stay fused forever. So it was like, okay, we have to find a way to beat him before using the Potaras because we don't want to get stuck together forever. So that's why the fusion was actually like it was actually interesting and it had some weight in like the Buu arc. But then in Super, that's actually something that rendered Super pretty much useless. Because what's the point of even working harder if you can just fuse, bro? Like, what was the point of Ultra Instinct if Goku and Vegeta could have just fused and just beat Jiren, bro? Like, like literally, bro. But in Z, it had that whole thing of like, you're gonna stay fused together. And I guess you could argue that they could have used the fusion dance, but I guess you could just make the argument that Vegeta didn't want to do like like some okay, well, I guess that's not really an argument. Like if the hurt is at stake, like just do the stupid dance, bro. Just do the dance, bro. Just do the dance. So I don't know. Super, he's better in Resurrection of F. Yeah, okay, brother, just for me, it's the best arc in Super. Okay, everyone is a lot of their opinion, bro. If you think it's and it's better than Universe 6, like to me, it's not even debatable, bro. It's not even debatable. Like the only arc I think you could argue that see now, I think there's no arc you can argue because the thing with Tournament of Power is that people they only remember the good parts, bro. But the Tournament of Power, bro, if you take it as a whole, bro, I think 80% of the arc was straight garbage, bro. Like brother. Most of the arc I literally didn't care at all about what was happening, bro. Like so, yeah, I don't know. But if you just take the best parts, like the Tournament of Power arc, I guess you could argue it. If I told you that Sonic absolutely destroys Goku in a fight to death, you'd probably think I'm crazy. Are you talking about like comic Sonic? Because if you're talking about Sonic from like the Archie comics, yeah, you're right, bro. I see even Sonic from the video games. I think you could make the argument that he is. Like, I think people underestimate how crazy, like how strong Sonic actually is, bro. Honestly, all the video games characters. And bro, the comics, they just... Bro, Sonic in the comics is just... Like, brother... Like, he's just insane, bro. He's just, like, brother. Like, he's just something else, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure there was, like, some arc where the guy was, like, so fast. Like, just him running, he, like, created, like, black holes, bro. And, like... Wasn't there like a transformation, like something like ultrasonic, where he was literally able to like control? Bro was literally like Adam Eve, bro. He could control like atoms, bro. He could control matter, like brother. You just can't win against that, bro. It's just Sonic was just too crazy in the comics. But what do you mean, okay, brother? How did okay? It's because this guy's in slot 3. Okay, I guess this happens, bro. First death. I don't see if we actually lost the key. I don't think we did. But if we did, bro, I just fumbled, bro. I just fumbled. The Potara retcon. Yeah, this was bad, bro. I guess we could use the argument that Vegeta didn't want to do objection you heard. Go desperate. Okay. But that's why, bro, just super, it just destroyed the Vegeta's character, honestly, bro. Like, it just turned Vegeta into an absolute clown, bro. Actually, like, absolute clown, bro. I don't know what they were thinking there. Like, honestly, I don't know what they were thinking. But like I said, this is super. Like, I'm talking only about Z, you know? What do you mean this is one of the few times I respect Vegeta?
Bombocat!
Nah, that's crazy, bro. I'm talking about Sonic from the game. Sonic Cast from the game is already pretty cracked. I guess you could make the argument from the games too. Like, I think Hyper Sonic is probably stronger than any of Goku's form. Probably. Use a slot 1 team and add physical UI to it, bro. Bro thinks I'm like the truth, bro. Bro thinks I have all of the units rainbow in my box just sitting around, bro. Bro think I'm like nanogenics, bro. Luckiest motherfucker on earth, bro. Add physical Yui Goku to the team, bro. You know what? Let me just call Omatsu. Tell him to like flip the switch on my account and bring back the anniversary banners just for me. Just for me. Bring back the anniversary banners. Uh, give me like 1,000 stones for free and just let me pull Yui Goku, bro. Why not, bro? Add me in the team, bro. Of course, bro. Of course. Alright, let's get back to the trades. Let's get back to the trend. So a lot of the romance in Dragon Ball feels very forced. For example, why I don't mind relationships like Vegeta and Bulma, it had very little stuff that led into a relationship happening. Most of it seemingly happening off screen. But that's actually something that I like about Dragon Ball. The fact that like, bro, honestly, bro, I don't know. Do people really care about romance? Like, honestly, just honestly, who cares, bro? Who cares? Like, like honestly, who cares? The fact that most of it happens off screen, like to me, that's a good thing. That's actually, but I guess that's just it depends on each people, bro. And I guess this is like subjective, but to me, that's the W, bro. The fact that everything happens off screen, like I just, bro, I don't care, bro, about seeing Vegeta and Bulma having like their so, having like a picnic or something, bro, going on a date. Like honestly, I genuinely don't care, bro. I genuinely don't care. Like I'm not watching Dragon Ball for that, bro. Like, bro, if you want to see some romance, bro, go watch like another show, bro. Like literally. Yeah, exactly. Toriyama didn't care about that much. Didn't care that much about romance. Exactly, bro. It's just who cares, bro? Who cares? This is not what Dragon Ball is about, bro. Went back and checked it. It took the keys. So I thank you on behalf of Team Goku for selling. I actually took the keys, bro. But look, I have a power level of like 4 million, so most of my runs I got like double the medals. So I guess I'm still doing better than like the average Team Goku player, you know. So I guess it's not. Okay, probably just scope, but that's crazy. But I actually lost the keys, bro. Nah, it has to be Team Goku. Bro, it's probably just lying to me, bro. It's Team Goku propaganda, bro. It's Team Goku propaganda for sure, for sure. All right, so Android 16 is the biggest loser of 2025. I think I skipped a thread, bro. These guys are one of the most unfairly standard units of all time. All you have to do is get hit a couple of times with a unit who is practically invincible and slot one after one turn of spur attacks. Yeah, I do agree, bro. These guys actually are overhated. I agree, I agree. That's not. I don't think that's a hot take. They're actually overrated. I think they're not a bad unit. Yep, it went from 345 to 342. I actually be grim, bro. I actually be grim. Because of no crit? What do you mean, bro? They on the yeah, it's true, it's true. On the spirit bomb. Yeah, I do agree that's a shaft. I do agree that's a shaft. I guess, but that's the only really issue they have. I guess they could have had more damage reduction, but I think it would have just been so broken. Honestly, I like them as they are. They could have been better, but I don't think they're bad at all. Like at all. I believe this is how Goku versus Sonic would go. Strength, Sonic speed, Tai skill, Goku abilities, Sonic transformations, Sonic. When you say Sonic transformations, bro, what transformations are you talking about, bro? I say if you take all of the games into consideration, yeah, I guess I agree with that. Because no, yeah, 85% damage reduction plus guard in slot 3. Well, 85% damage reduction is just that's not for, that's literally for that's a coin flip. That's a coin flip. It's a coin flip against a super, I think. Yeah. So it's not always the case. It's not always the case. Android 16 is the biggest loser of 2025. Okay, that's actually a hot take, bro. Evo was at least decent until GDC. Super Saiyan Bukai Goku honestly wasn't that bad on release. Okay. Super Saiyan Bukai Goku wasn't even that bad on release.
Wrong. Bruh.
Okay, that's a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. That's 100% a hot take. That's just like there's no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Is actually for real, bro. This has to be rage bait. Diamond Vegeta got Super Sentry Vegeta to help him. Okay, but Diamond Vegeta got Super Sentry Vegeta to help him like a year later, brother. In 2026. Diamond Vegeta was a worse release than Android 16. If you're just talking about 2025. But if you're talking about right now, even right now, I think Android 16 is not that bad, bro. 16 lasted a month before getting entirely replaced, even as a leader. Very unfortunate. I don't think the guy got entirely. Well, I guess it's true. Okay, maybe he did because of the new year. Yeah. Like I don't think the guy is worse than Super Saiyan Bukai and Goku, even to this day. So I don't think that's true, bro. Like you can't say that Android 16 is the biggest loser when Super Saiyan Bukai and Goku exists. Like that's rage bait. That's for sure that's rage bait. Rehashing the stick from a little bit ago, but Strength Evo Vegeta and Text Percent Vegeta are very similar units. One having a more modern design, but they both suffer from the same fundamental issues, which made them both mediocre in their respective metas. They both suffer from the same issues. I guess they both can be put in slot one. I guess. Nah, but this guy he had more issues, bro, because he was like a unique name. He like his name was just bad, bro. Because we already had like the other Vegeta, and he wasn't really that. It wasn't really a unit you wanted to keep on rotation. Like he wasn't the greatest. I think he was probably better off as like a floater, or like this guy who can actually cook. Unless there's AOE's. I think this guy is like he's much better than. Or is he, bro? Because I don't think this guy was as bad as people made him seem to be on release. Like I think I actually use that guy a lot on release, so I don't know. I'd say they're probably on the same level. On how good they were on release, I think it's probably around the same level. But I think Vegeta was probably slightly better. Maybe slightly better. Android 16 was a W for one reason, that unit super attack. We finally got that Android 18 kick in full HD in Dokkan. If you know, you know. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I say they should do at some point in time like an Android 18 and Super Saiyan Vegeta Dual Dokkan Fest, bro. This would go hard. This would go hard. Evo has no way to help him out. And active Super Saiyan Vegeta can help himself out. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, I think he's probably slightly better, for sure. I have never been more glad that you can play Dokkan with one hand until that unit released. That's crazy work, bro. Bro, it's not even time, bro. Diamond Vegeta also will be way better when other superclass Diamond units come out. Yeah, that's true. This guy has potential to come back in the future. So I guess you're right. Not gonna lie, the Metatsu, they release like short fight units and a long fight meta. Yeah, that's actually something I've heard that guy, I guess. But this guy is actually, yeah, I guess, yeah. I think you can still cook with him at like a log event. To some extent. It's just AoEs, bro. That's really like those two guys' biggest issues, I think. And the fact that this guy, you can't put him in slot 1 too. That's terrible, bro. Especially that guy. You can't put him in slot 1. Bio Broly is a bad Broly movie, but it's not a bad movie. Honestly, I like the movie. Like I like Bio Broly. I don't think it was I just don't know what they were thinking with Bio Broly. Like I think this was, I don't know. I didn't really like the design of Bio Broly. This was a little bit weird, but yeah, I don't think it was a bad movie. When I first watched it when I was a kid, I honestly enjoyed it. But maybe it's because I was a kid. Maybe if I watch it now, I'll be like, yeah, this is complete garbage. Who knows? But yeah, I didn't bother to rewatch the movie, so I guess maybe that's a sign that the movie wasn't that great. But yeah, who knows, bro? Who knows? The 11th anniversary was a perfect 510 quality celebration to me because while most of the units were excellent, the lack of content as well as the introduction of and removal of content was horrible decisions to make. Okay, I guess 5 out of... Nah, I don't know, bro. 5 out of 10? I guess, bro. I guess the units were good, but the lack of content was just... Bro, it was so bad that honestly, if we were just talking as a celebration, I think it was like a 2, bro, honestly. Like a 3 or a 2. For like maybe for a celebration, it was like a 5 or a 6. Or like a 7 maybe. For a celebration. But for an anniversary, I think it was like a 2. Bro, it was terrible, bro. Literally 4 dead weeks into 1 good week. And then nothing, bro. That's literally how it was. And honestly, even the good week, it was after the anniversary, bro. Like, the actual good content, it dropped after the anniversary. So this is just... Honestly, this was biggest fumble of all time, bro. That anniversary just an absolute L, bro. An absolute L. They were doing it verbally is that at the end of that movie, Goku is supposed to fight Broly in hell in the movie after. Really? I didn't know that. That would have been pretty interesting, actually. And the good content went away. Oh, hell no, bro. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly, bro. Exactly. No, hell no, bro. I actually hell no. The fact that they also removed the content was just, bro, I don't know what they're thinking with that. This was crazy, bro. Instead of Janemba. Okay, that's actually pretty bro. Okay, so that's where it's all coming from, like the Gogeta versus Broly. Yeah. That's actually interesting lore, bro. I didn't know that. I didn't know that actually. Would have been peak. But I also like Janemba, so I don't know. But Broly would have definitely been better. Especially Z Broly back in the days, bro. That guy had aura, bro. He had aura. With the way it has been going, I expect Genshin Scarlet to become Breakers 2 and significantly die out within the year. Brother. Nah, that's actually look, I don't agree with that just because Squadra is free. But I think if Squadra was a game you had to pay for, I would agree. I would agree. But the fact that it's free, look, if Breakers was actually free, I think it would have still been alive. But the fact that you had to pay for a game like that, like, brother, like, yeah, no. I agree, and I'm worried. If you ever worked in corpo, you know that they always let the new guy spark stuff just to see how he does before making the official changes. In other words, this Annie might not have been Omatsu's, but the other guys whose name I don't memorize yet. Bro knows the boys behind the scenes, bro. They work on the game. That's crazy, bro. It's probably true. I don't. Do they really have like? Yeah, it's probably like the guys who call the shots, bro. They wanted to reduce the amount of stones players can obtain, because I think that's probably an issue. They have like a budget of stones they can give each year, and yeah, they just chose to give them all in a gambling session, bro. Like literally, most of the stones you could only obtain them by gambling. So this was just they should have just made content with them. So even then, I just don't get it. I don't know what happened. I think what happened is just because they switched producers during the anniversary, and like the French leaker said, apparently they rushed the anniversary, so that's probably plays a part into it. I think they put too much resources into the new mode, so I think that's probably it. Too much resources into the new mode and the Dokkan original animations. Fun fact: Chaos Emeralds in the Sonic series have been described to have universes inside of them in Sonic R's guide. That's pretty crazy if you think about it. They really have. I heard they had the like unlimited energy, but universes inside them. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But hmm, yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. That's actually pretty interesting. I wonder if they'll ever do something with that, bro. At some point, like the Shadow Dragons, bro. Imagine, like the emeralds they get dispersed and like a boss spawns out of them. Like like I don't know, someone from like the universe within the emerald, bro. They just start appearing, bro. Yeah, I don't know, it could be interesting, bro. Bro, hot take. Pan Super is not on GT Heroes because she ain't from GT. Crazy hot take, brother. Crazy, crazy hot take, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Of course, bro. I am not a fan of how Red Zone Kai has been handled. For example, they took one of the best design fights ever, Go Frieza, and turned it into basic I have big numbers fight. I hope that in the future they either stick to the original identity or get more creative. Yeah, I don't think it's a hot take. I guess I agree with that. But not gonna lie, I also enjoy the fact that the fight weren't too difficult because I didn't have the units, so yeah. For me, it was a good thing. But if the fights are gonna like keep disappearing and being like not permanent, I think they should stop that. But if the fights are actually going to be like permanent, they need to get more creative with them. I guess make them maybe a little bit more difficult if they're going to stay. But if they're going to leave, I think it was fine as it was. I feel the same, but I think they also have a stun amount per celebration, and it has happened so many times that Amnesia feels like it should have released earlier, both in timing and kit comparison. So my theory is that EZAs that are super unlearned are that way because they were meant to release earlier in another celebration, but my mission said no. Maybe you're right, bro. Too many stones later. Yeah, to not give too many stones. That would make a lot of sense actually. That's probably what's happening, bro. It's either that or like I said, like just some people just behind the scenes are biased. But yeah, I guess I could see that. I could see that. Okay, bro, I'm gonna sleep. Alright, bro. Take care, bro. Have a good night. Probably also just gonna end this thread and go to sleep soon, bro. How many things do we have left? Okay, we only have okay, two more, bro. Two more. Greatest anniversary LR of all time, and I wait is easier next year. Okay, greatest anniversary LR of all. That's a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. Greatest anniversary LR of all time. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Greatest anniversary LR of all time is pretty crazy, bro. Not gonna lie. I don't know about that. But I'm definitely eager for his easy next year, bro. Definitely eager for that. Yeah, nah, this is the hot take. This is a hot take. Like, I think bro is just a Broly stan, bro. He's just yeah, exactly. Holy Broly, bro. He's just biased, bro. He's just biased. It's like if I'm saying Future Gohan is like the greatest units they ever released, bro. In Future Gohan, which he is, bro. He is the greatest units they ever released, bro. Future Gohan is the best unit in Dokkan history, bro. You can't argue with that, bro. You can't argue with that. Didn't bro released in the same year as Beast, bro? He released in the same celebration as Beast, bro. Beast was the part 2 LR, bro. So yeah. Regent Emerald Zone. There's only one rule instead of Chaos Emerald rules. It's a high speed dash along the transparent crystal. Bro knows too much about the about the Hero the Hedgehog. I guess you're a Sonic stan, bro. Bro knows too much about the Sonic lore, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But I also used to be like a huge Sonic fan, but then they just they started funding the games, bro. I don't know what happened after Generation, but Sonic Frontier was good. I like that. But then when they tried to like reboot the whole franchise with like Sonic Boom and everything, bro, I genuinely have no idea what they're thinking there, bro. I absolutely fumbling, bro. What exactly do we need to do with this whole team thing? It's kind of confusing, or am I just not understanding and doing the Dragon Ball thing and not reading right? You just have to do the challenges, like just do the missions, literally, just do the missions, and then just. But wait, beforehand, which team did you pick, bro? Which team did you pick? If you picked Team Goku, it's fine, bro. You don't have to do anything, bro. You don't have to do anything. If you pick Team Goku, it's all good, bro. You don't have to do anything, bro. You're good, bro. You're good. Just do the missions and call it a day, bro. Call it a day. Just do the missions for the stone and then call it a day, bro. Like, I guess empty the shop too. But, yeah, if you pick Team Vegeta, then that's another story, bro. We'll have to talk, bro. We'll have to talk. Movie 8 is the best Z movie, followed by movie 5 and movie 1. Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take at all. Yeah, I think Broly is my favorite Z movie, probably. Yeah, not it's but he's a Broly stan, so for sure he's biased. I've been part of the Power Squadron since 2011, also after Generations. Things did not go well, to say the absolute least. Yeah, things didn't really go well at all, bro. At all, bro. Like, I don't know what happened after Generations generally. Like, Generations was, like, the game was short, but it was good. Like, I like the whole aesthetic, the whole storyline, the fact that you could play like as a OG Sonic, and like the way the stages were designed. Well, they were like old stages from old games, but they completely remade them. Like, the level design was actually decent. Like, I don't know. I really like the game, bro. I played like bro. I finished Generation like multiple times, bro. Multiple times. Like, also like I finished the game multiple times on like 3DS and I guess PC, Xbox, like, because it's just a short and good game, literally. Like, it was very good. But I don't know what happened after that. Because even like Sonic 06, like the game, okay, the game was terrible. It's because they rushed it. If they hadn't rushed that game, the game would have been bad. But like something with Sonic Boom, I think even if they, bro, I think just the idea of the game was bad. That's the thing. Like that's, I don't know what happened with the Sonic games after that, but like they just stopped having like good ideas, bro. This was the problem. Until Sonic Frontiers, then Sonic Frontiers was just one of the best ideas they ever had, bro. Cinema, bro. Like an open world AAA game of just might honestly be my favorite Sonic game ever. Might be honestly, or like at least in like the top 3. Like Sonic Frontier was so good, bro. So good. I remember Sega and Nintendo forging some deals to have Sonic game be in the Wii U and 3D exclusive. The result, oh god, I'm sure you've heard of Desire and was Sonic Boom. Well, to be fair, yeah, okay. Nah, this was bad. Well, Sonic Colors was pretty good. Sonic Colors was good, but like, this was before. This was the Wii era, but yeah, Wii U, then we had Sonic Boom, bro. I guess just Nintendo, bro. It's just Nintendo who fumbled the series, bro. Maybe that's just it, bro. That's just it. But yeah, the final take. This EZA is horrible because of one of the greatest animation in the game that is extremely difficult to get, and they still decided to make sure it does no meaningful damage at all. It's not like it did crazy damage when it first dropped, so yeah. Like I guess, bro. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro. I think this is I don't really care. I do agree the animation is absolutely amazing. It's cinema. It's like one of the best animations ever. But I don't think it's a problem that I didn't expect it to do damage. That's all I'm gonna say. Bro, please, can you give me moderator, bro? Brother. What do you mean, bro? Can you give me moderator, bro? I guess if I see you more often in the chat, I'll mod you, bro. I'll mod you. But I asked from everyone, but nobody gave me moderator, bro. Yeah, I only gave mods to people I see often in the chat, bro. Can't just have anybody being mods here, bro. Imagine, bro. Like I'm sorry if you were there before. I don't know. I don't really remember your name, but no. I guess that's about it for the hot takes. That's about it. So yeah, I guess this is it, bro. This is it. Pretty short stream. What, an hour? Literally just an hour grinding. Bro, okay, but just what happened here? How many medals do we have? Let's do like okay, 170,000, bro. We're cooking, bro. Team Vegeta is winning, bro. Team Vegeta is winning, bro. How many keys do I have left? 306 keys, bro. So I'm probably doing like another stream at some point for this. I'm probably doing another stream, and I'll probably have even less key by then, less keys, because I'll be grinding behind the scenes. I'm using all of them, bro. I'm using all of them. Like if you're Team Goku, bro, it's over for you, bro. You're finished, bro. You're finished. Team Goku, bro, you're finished. We're coming, bro. We're coming for you. I'd recommend watching Cell vs Metal Sonic Dead Battle if you're interested. I think I've already seen that video, bro. It tells me something. I think I've already seen that. I think it's new, no? I'm pretty sure it's recent. But yeah, bro, please, I'm begging. Alright, bro. but the guy, then he bans everybody, bro. Like, bro. I guess once I see a little bit more in the chat, I'll see, bro. I'll see. I think I'm in dire need of mods right now. I already modded so many people, I think. But yeah, I guess thanks to everyone who tuned in to the stream, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And if you're Team Vegeta, bro, keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding. We need that win, bro. We need that win. We need that win. So keep grinding, bro. Alright. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream, bro. Because I'm definitely doing another stream to finish those skills, bro. Alright.